But they are on the verge, potentially, of a conference championship. Friday, grew up just southeast of Toledo, Gibsonburg, Ohio, Jimmy, so he knows what this rivalry is all about.
Yeah,
this is a high-octane Michigan offense. They're averaging nearly 82 points per game.
Yeah, I thought Wolf should have got up with that. Nice pass, though.
So here's Micah Parrish now, who has been on some kind of a scoring binge, Jim, the last 2 games. 51 points over his last.
Really pressure everybody. Go over those screens.
This is Wolf coming around the screen, throws it away. It's Bruce Thornton. Buckeye star stops on a dime, fires, and buries it.
Made the mistake. We talked about Golden leaving his feet to make a pass. Wolf did the same exact thing.
Donaldson trying to follow his own miss. Missed it. A couple of bunnies underneath, and Royal.
You're up in the air on an offensive rebound. Sometimes you want to go down to the floor and go back.
Oh, boy, look out. Golden got smashed into by Mobley, who lost his footing. Turnover in this game.
Put the pressure on the wing. Don't let them get into anything. Will they double team the post?
Open 3. Burnett, lone starter from last season's 8-win team. If there's one guy on this roster that deserves the success that this team has had.
43% from out there. So that was a breakdown by Ohio State with the double team on Golden.
Mobley, tough catch there for Stewart underneath. But great find. Royal kind of a hybrid 4-man. He's been their best inside scoring threat. And also their leading rebounder. This is Golden, a little leaner with that push shot. And Golden has his second basket.
I held the record for them. I got him on a plate.
This is Reuben Jones.
They'll take the turnover if they get it. Wow.
Burnett, deep shot.
Get it, but when they're coming back, you have to still find your man. And that was another breakdown, not to get to Burnett quick enough.
Ohio State coming in off their Wednesday lopsided win over Washington. And is Mobley.
Good grab there by Wolf, just to control. Nice look.
Golden coming with some heat. So Wolf sits, and Will Cheddar, junior big off the bench, comes into the game for Dusty May. Boy, good looking turnaround shot by Royal.
Nice decision by him. Here are the Bluebirds. Guess you want to comment on that, right?
So Roddy Gale back in this building for the first time since the transfer. We showed the embrace between him and Diebler as he came on for his pregame warm-ups a couple of hours ago. And you just have to be wondering what's going through that young man's mind as Cheddar's shot was blocked and then the stick back, so no goaltend.
Really dig in and get the activity and make things happen at both ends of the floor.
Mobley gets them into their set. Mobley, by the way, has been on a 3-point stretch. That is Royal.
Yeah, and this is very difficult to wipe the thoughts out of your head here coming in, I'm sure. He can say anything he wants when you get on the floor and everybody boos when you touch the basketball. Tough to play through that. This is on cue, right? Don't try to do too much.
Gale, beautiful drop step, and he gets his first deuce. He said the last 3 days of practice, Roddy Gale has been our best player.
And his previous 3 games, too, he has struggled, so that's a good sign for the coach to say that.
Wes Glover showing the outside touch. And that's a big story for them. He has really struggled. Last 10 games, 0 of 7 from 3. Burnett trying to rip it back, and Glover all over the place. Fights his way into the paint. Outside, open 3. This is Royal lighting the lamp again. In this major rivalry game with Michigan. And Devin Royal has hit for their last 8 points to open up this 5-point lead.
Yeah, he's very capable. He put up 29 against Illinois earlier in the year at 19 at the half.
Reuben Jones looking for a teammate. Jones, shot clock down to 1. Jones, tough shot deep in the corner.
Yeah, don't think about anything, but just listen to what they're doing to him at the line.
Really close with his family. He's playing in front of his parents who used to...
So look.
Pippen defended by Glover. Cheddar's going to hoist the 3, and he sticks it. Considering what's at stake, we know it's going to be high emotion. We've almost tried to downplay the rivalry.
To a degree, I think you have to. Because if you let the rivalry thoughts get in your head, then you become distracted. And a little mismatch right now. Wolf finds... There he is.
Inside, boy, Golden. And so it looks like Dusty May is going to make a change here with Wolf to the
15 minutes, so he can be very efficient in the time that he gets.
where Parrish misses both, and then they catch a break. Last touch by Golden. So the Buckeyes get a new possession. Thornton, the inbounder, gets it to Mobley. Mobley steps back, fires. A little bit short, offensive rebound. Stewart, and he's going to shoot. Mentioned Stewart's background. 1 year at Duke last season. Former five-star recruit and McDonald's All-American as Parrish. And now the officials, they say, are going to go play monitor here, Jimmy.
With all due respect, I agree. Yeah, you know, it's didn't call a foul on that play. They can't go back and call a foul. It's only the option of calling a flagrant 1 or 2.
Who needs Gene's territorial when you got Jimmy Spinarco? So Parrish trying to pick up where he left off. Prodigious 2 games.
Really getting after it. Look at Thornton spacing.
Thornton tough. Contested 2. See Thornton's early numbers, 5 points. Donaldson, the swing to Gale. Hard contact with his old roommate, Bruce Thornton. Out to Cheddar. Stepped on the line. It's a violation.
He gets.
Great. See how aggressive Ohio State wants to play here over the final 9 and change. What a play. Jones stepping into the passing lane.
They're going to stay in the zone to protect themselves a little bit from the fouls.
Here comes Mobley. Drives and kicks to Parrish. Slithers in. Donaldson the steal. And now this Michigan defense. Starting to tighten the clamps. Donaldson is going to shoot free throws. 2 of 12 teams in Division I that are in the top 30 in both offensive. So here we go. We hit the 8-minute mark left before halftime. Golden working against Stewart.
He can shoot over him.
Golden, the spin, trying to create the space. Flicks it up. Missed it. And it's tapped in by Cheddar, but they're going to say offensive interference.
Yeah, jumping at a shooter from there. I know he's a good shooter. Not putting that past anybody. Jimmerman of his team really well, and he's a confident guy. Full court trap.
This is Burnett. Had a couple of threes early, and then Reuben Jones had a really good first half so far. Comes in for the offensive rebound.
Wolf back on the floor.
Cheddar, open 3, and he buries it.
And part of that is Wolf being on the floor with his 2 fouls. Now they're taking a chance a little bit with that. He's a smart player, though. They're playing.
So Mari Burnett to the free throw line. The graduate transfer. Second year at Michigan, last 2 years at Alabama. And their freshman year with Texas, 7-7 in conference, but remember, they've won 5 of their last 7.
Can keep him away from the basket and play him that way. But one thing that Wolf does so very well is he's not going to try to challenge somebody that he thinks can take a double, too.
Tells you a lot about his mental makeup. And Michigan comes up empty.
Trying to get that Thornton ride.
Who does Ohio State turn to for points? That time it's Royal, misses badly.
Especially playing with a 6-point lead.
Gale finds his spot, mid-range J, no. And here comes Mobley on a push. Transition 3, too much. So Bruce Thornton, mentioned where he sits with the scoring this year. 8th in the Big Ten in scoring and assists. He's got 3 30-point games this.
He's averaged 19 points a game against Michigan in his career, and I wouldn't be opposed if Michigan comes back with another look at that zone.
And just like that, it's a 1-possession game.
Yeah, I was thinking too, Spiro, if you have such troubles in their last 8 shots or so.
Kaysen, strong move to the rack. Ohio State trying to work quickly. They get it into the corner for Parrish. Steps around Gale, flicks it to the rim, missed it. Michigan controls.
Man, not so sure of that shot, too.
Gale's going to shoot free throws.
Okay, so here's the shot goes up.
Make it a 1-1. There didn't appear to be a lot of contact. As I said, the fans 20 minutes before the game, I got to say, the vitriol that you could hear from some of the early fans that were in the building was pretty...
That's a tough one.
So Gale steps up, calmly hits. So Bruce Thornton, who 7 games prior to today, Jimmy, was...
Spiro, one of the things, he will get to the free throw line quite a bit at 83%. And you're not...
So Michigan's lead now down to 4 as we come up on the 90-second mark left before halftime. This is Gale back to Kaysen. He's going to launch, and he buries it.
Now,
And consequently, it's the largest lead of the day for the Wolverines. This is Mobley, big shot for the Buckeyes.
I like the fact that Wolf hasn't been in the game the last couple of minutes.
It shows you how deep this Michigan team is, Jimmy. This is Gale, up and under. Series of fakes, couldn't finish. Here comes Glover, full head of steam. Oh, like a rolling dervish, and his prayer is answered.
Come with that high two-man screen. There you go, across the court.
This is Donaldson left open, short. The tip, Golden is there. Lets him hear about it as he puts it back in with a second on the clock. We play in the opening seconds of this second half. Ohio State 15-10, 7-7 in conference play. A team that a month ago, Jimmy, was 2-5 in league play, but has reeled off 5 of its last 7. Parrish, good work on the glass. Offensive rebound, it's Bradshaw. New Jersey, sophomore season. First year in the program after his freshman year. It's cleared by Thornton.
Let's see if he puts the ball and goes by somebody or sets someone up. There you go.
One-point game.
Dribble, if you will. That's to get the defenders to rock a little bit.
Donaldson, boy, that was a volleyball spike from Bradshaw, but then the putback by Golden. Bradshaw's going to step out. He hasn't been good from deep this season. Now just 6 of 28. Up the floor comes Burnett. Behind him, it's Jones. That's a 3.
One, small versus big. Gives it up, though.
Tough catch for Royal with Donaldson on his back. Now Golden defends on a switch. Royal the spin, the shot, soft touch.
Pretty good transition defense, though.
Michigan's had their turnover issues this season. This is Thornton, little fake. Got it.
That's what I want to see him doing. I'm sure Ohio State.
Thornton, OSU's leading scorer.
I think that went through the legs a couple of times just then and finished his by Royal with 15.
So here is Vlad Golden. You know, he mentioned his story, COVID, and he hasn't seen his folks since. They're able to watch on television. They are hoping. Cheddar into the corner to Gale, who's back into the game. Outside reset to Donaldson to the cup, gets the friendly bounce. Nice first 5 shots. Thornton resets on the attack into the corner. This is Royal. Fight for the rebound weak side. Stewart just lost his footing, no whistle.
Yeah, I'm not sure Cheddar hit him just then. I think you're right on it.
Donaldson on the attack. Makes it a 6-point lead.
With an Ohio State player down at the other end, they had some numbers.
Mobley again, but doesn't need a lot of space.
It's a little like Curry does in the NBA.
Boy, Michigan, again, just so many different options. And if they get Donaldson heated up here down the stretch, young man who has almost doubled his scoring average from what he did last year at Auburn. Mobley catching shoots.
Are you kidding me? Exactly what he's doing.
Donaldson's going to fire way too much, and then it's Wolf weak side. Big.
Nice little gather by Wolf. Just happens to be in the right place at the right time as they go back to their zone look.
Saw this a number of times in the first half. Royal, boy, he's had a hot hand for Ohio State. Yeah, that boot every time he's touched it. Backs down Mobley, steps middle. They get him with the block. Stewart.
They're going to love that play defensively.
Up the floor comes Parrish. Finds his spot to the cup. Stewart is there. Both teams' offense playing at a high level. 39 total points between these two over the first 6 minutes and 26 seconds of the half. What a play by Wolf. Again, did not have a field goal in the first half. He's got 8. Stewart hands off to Mobley. Mobley looking for some daylight against Burnett. Probing, here he comes to the basket. Showing that interior Buckeyes defense.
See if Thornton continues the pressure. Yep.
To the cup, +1. And Ohio State claw their way back into the playoff conversation.
They just know how to fight. Ohio State is there. They understand what the mission is for them. They need wins, and this would be a huge one.
Wolf knifing his way through, and now he can't be stopped. This thing's still deadlocked at 65. Micah Parrish, by the way, is now 1 of 10 from the field.
That wasn't a walk. He kept his left foot down. There's
Golden,
an easy one.
Overplayed. Smashes it down with both.
Beautiful delivery.
This is Thornton again, their best player, taking Wolf off the bounce. Wolf, tremendous defense. Didn't leave his feet. Now to Royal. 3 to shoot. The spin, the shot. And he hits.
Real load to the basket.
Jimmy just alluded to the free throw percentage, just 55% for Stewart on the season. And now the nerves, maybe Jimmy starting to settle in with everything at stake.
And you see how that ball kicked off? Wolf had to almost defend himself, but he got his hand up to get the ball.
Wolf inside, Cheddar, missed it, Cheddar. Mobley working against Gale, turns the corner, and it's stripped. Burnett ahead of the pack to Wolf, sidesteps the defender, misses at the cup, and that is going to be a goaltend.
Yeah, that's a good call by the...
And it took over this job on a full-time basis almost a year ago to the day. It was mid-February of last year. After the dismissal of Chris Holtman. Royal, boy, what a dive to the cup, back door.
And look to the middle of the floor rather than to the baseline.
What a game Devin Royals putting together. Cheddar into the corner, Burnett wide open, and he buries it. Ohio State just 14 of 22 at the line in those 9 games.
Remember, Donaldson was pretty active with the basketball. He's quieted down a touch. This guy has picked it up, though.
Wolf working against Mahamey with that ankle tweak. Still trying to get himself back to full strength. And
this year versus 2 last year. And really giving them great contributions in this game to make decisions.
Into the corner to Cheddar, back to Burnett. 10 to shoot.
It looked like they slipped back to man.
Cheddar, a little bit too much. Wolf offensive rebound. It did nick the rim, so Wolf fades and sticks it. Michigan Wolverines looking for a 6th straight win. A team that begins the day a half-game lead over Michigan State for first place. There is Royal.
They tried to run that same set for Gale again, the former Buckeye.
Donaldson's pass deflected, Stewart to steal.
Yeah, Donaldson left his feet again. Going up that imaginary ladder, you get in trouble. Look at Thornton. This is what he has to do. There you go. Good boy.
Dropping dimes. It's Stewart.
That was a good set. They got Golden slipping right to the basket. Here he comes again.
Thornton on the attack. And we're tied again.
It's sometimes you can play through the lack of timeouts just as efficiently.
Here's Gale, his emotional return to Columbus. A fake and fire and hit.
Boy,
we come up on 60 seconds left. Michigan with possession up 2. Golden misses again. Loose ball knocked into the hands of Wolf. Here he comes on the attack. Lefty at the rim. Missed it. Golden cleans up the miss.
I'd probe and really go after somebody if you can break them down. And here's the guy that you would try to do it with, Thornton.
What do you think of what's at stake on this possession here for the Buckeyes?
We're not going to let Mobley get untracked at all.
Mobley into the corner to Parrish. And he buries it.
And Golden off the floor to get 4 smaller guys on the floor who can defend the perimeter against this Ohio State team. Whoa.
Stewart now to Thornton, and here we go. 13 seconds. Contact. Mobley knocked to the floor. No whistle. Thornton looking for some daylight, guarded by Wolf. Thornton spins. The shot well short. Jones. 2 on the clock, so not enough time to catch and shoot.
Yeah.
And if Jones. And just something about this Michigan team, Jimmy, these late, tight games as they come to Columbus and win it. Their 9th league win that's been decided by 4 points or less.